The golden pumpkin we all eat. Is it a secret health killer for some people? Listen up, everyone. That golden pumpkin that every household seems to be eating for health, you know. What if I told you it could be a health killer for some people? You might have been eating it your whole life, but confirm you never thought that this super common ingredient in our kitchen, if eaten the wrong way, the consequences can be more serious than you think. Just recently, got this case, law. One Auntie Tan, in her 60s, staying in a Toa Payoh HDB flat. She heard from her friends that pumpkin is good for blood sugar, good for the eyes, so she started to eat pumpkin every single day. Pumpkin porridge for breakfast, steamed pumpkin for lunch, pumpkin soup for dinner. She really went all out. But the funny thing is, after less than a month, her blood sugar didn't go down, it actually went up. On top of that, her whole body started feeling damn itchy. So she quickly went to see the doctor at the polyclinic. The doctor asked her properly about her diet, then realized the problem was how she paired her food. Just one small detail in her eating habits turned something healthy into something harmful. Today, I'm going to spill all the tea and tell you the complete secret of the pumpkin. I will clearly tell you the 5 types of food that pumpkin is most pantang, taboo, to be eaten with. Some of these combinations, if you ate them wrong, the damage to your body is like taking poison, I tell you. At the same time, I will also share the pumpkin's 4 golden partners. I'll teach you how to eat it properly so you can multiply its health benefits by 10 times, eat for health, and eat for a long life. This is super important for your health and your family's health, so you must patiently watch until the end, okay? Before we start, if you care about your health, please click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. If you can relate to this, please type 1 in the comments section. If you also suffer from similar health issues, leave a comment, and I will try my best to answer you. When we talk about pumpkin, we always think it's a good thing, right? The color is golden, the texture is sweet and soft, and the price at NTUC fair price or the wet market is so affordable. In our grandparents' wisdom, what they call TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, they say pumpkin can. It means it can power up your spleen and stomach, giving you more oomph or energy. So, what does modern medical science say about pumpkin? Scientists found that pumpkin is basically a nutrition treasure box. It's very low in calories, only about 26 kilocalories per 100 grams, but its nutritional value is damn high. I'll use 4 simple analogies to help you remember its 4 main benefits. First, it's the guardian angel for our eyes. Pumpkin is packed with beta-carotene, which our body turns into vitamin A. How important is this vitamin A? It's like installing a natural protective film over your eyes. Especially at night, it helps you see clearer, preventing night blindness. Like having your own built-in night vision goggles, you know. Second, it's the vessel cleaner for our arteries. Pumpkin is rich in a dietary fiber called pectin. This thing is very powerful. When it enters our intestines, it acts like a super strong sponge. It can absorb all the extra oil, rubbish, and even the bad cholesterol stuck to your intestinal walls, then pack it all up and flush it out of your body. Your blood vessels become clean. Third, it's the pressure controller for our heart. Pumpkin is a classic high potassium, low sodium food. Potassium is like a hardworking dispatcher in our body. It helps to flush out the excess salt, sodium, we ate from all the soy sauce, MSG, and sauces in our hawker food. When there's less sodium in your blood vessels, the pressure naturally comes down. Very friendly to our heart and blood pressure. Fourth, it's the anti-aging agent for our youth. Pumpkin contains a lot of vitamin C and vitamin E. These 2 vitamins are the power couple in the antioxidant world. They are like the superheroes inside our body, fighting against the free radicals that make our cells old and our body rusty. They help you look younger and more energetic than your friends of the same age. Don't want meh? So, is pumpkin the perfect health food? I must tell you, no. Water can float a boat, but it can also sink it. Eat pumpkin the right way, it's a treasure. Eat it the wrong way, it becomes a poison that harms your body. Okay, now for the main event of today. You must focus and listen carefully, how doctors and nutritionists have warned us again and again. Pumpkin must never be eaten with these 5 things. We will start from number 5 on the danger list, and each one is more common and more dangerous than the last. The one at number 1, especially, a lot of people are probably making this deadly mistake every single day. First, let's look at number 5, vinegar. We all have vinegar in our kitchen, right? Many people in hot Singapore love to eat salads or appetizers because they are refreshing. You might slice the pumpkin into thin strips, blanch it, and then mix it with vinegar to make a cold salad. Sounds very healthy, correct? But this simple action is a big mistake in food pairing. Why like that or? The reason is simple. The most precious nutrients in pumpkin, like vitamin A and vitamin C, are very delicate and Kiasu. They are very scared of acidic environments. Vinegar contains a lot of acetic acid. When pumpkin and vinegar meet, it's like pouring a basin of water into a wok of boiling oil. All those precious vitamins in the pumpkin are instantly destroyed. Poof! All gone. You wanted to eat pumpkin for its nutrients, but by adding vinegar, you basically killed the nutrients yourself. In the end, what you eat is just the texture of the pumpkin, the nutritional value is close to zero. Isn't that just eating for nothing? Wasting the pumpkin's goodness for what? So remember, next time you eat pumpkin, whether you stir fry, steam, or make soup, try not to add vinegar. Next, the danger level goes up. Number 4, egg yolk. I'm sure many of you have eaten salted egg yolk pumpkin. So shock, right? The crushed salted egg yolk coating the pumpkin strips, so fragrant and delicious. But this tasty combination, whether from a modern nutrition or TCM perspective, is not good. From a modern nutrition point of view, the pectin fiber in pumpkin, although it's good for absorbing cholesterol, has a problem here. Egg yolk is extremely rich in cholesterol and many other nutrients. When these two meet in our stomach, the pectin doesn't know how to differentiate, it just grabs and wraps up the nutrients from the egg yolk too, forming a complex that is very hard for our body to absorb. It's like you have two good things, but you tie them up tightly with a rope, and in the end, neither can move. Both of their nutritional values get a huge discount. From a TCM point of view, pumpkin is considered warm in nature, and egg yolk is also warmish. When you eat two warm-natured foods together, for people who are already heaty by nature, it's like adding oil to a fire. You can easily get symptoms like a dry mouth, mouth ulcers, or constipation. So, to ensure you absorb all the nutrients and avoid getting all heaty, it's best to eat pumpkin and egg yolk separately. If pumpkin with egg yolk just makes you a bit heaty, then this number 3 pairing can really make you feel like you're on fire. It's mutton or lamb. Especially when people feel weak, they like to nourish their bodies. They think mutton can warm the body and pumpkin can boost energy, so putting them together in a stew must be a super powerful combination, right? This idea is completely wrong. Where is the problem? The keyword is warm. In TCM, mutton is a classic hot food, its warming effect is very strong. And pumpkin? It's also warm in nature. Just imagine, it's like pouring a big scoop of hot oil onto a pile of dry firewood. The fire in your body will flare up instantly. What are the consequences? Mild cases are dry mouth, sore throat, swollen gums. Serious cases can be a face full of pimples, hard stools, or even a nosebleed. I.O. Especially for friends who are naturally of a heaty constitution, always feeling hot in their palms and feet, and are easily irritable, eating this is just asking for trouble. So remember, mutton and pumpkin, these two warming foods, must not be eaten together. If number 3, mutton, just makes you heaty, then number 2 might make you vomit and have diarrhea. This combination is even riskier, so you must be extra careful. It's carp fish. You might find this very strange. Fish and pumpkin are both very common foods, so how can they not be eaten together? In some ancient TCM books and folk wisdom, it's clearly stated that pumpkin and carp are incompatible. From a modern science perspective, we can guess that this might be because pumpkin contains some complex enzymes, and the protein composition of carp is also very unique. When these two things meet in our stomach, they might trigger some chemical reactions that we can't fully explain yet, creating substances that are not friendly to the human body. These substances can attack our gastrointestinal system, leading to nausea, vomiting, stomach cramps, and severe diarrhea. Although this reaction might not happen to everyone, and it depends on your individual body constitution, we always say, sickness comes from the mouth. Food safety is number 1. Since our ancestors have left us this warning, and there is a potential risk, why should we risk our own bodies to test it out? So, to be safe, I strongly advise everyone, better be safe than sorry, Ning ku xian chi yu. Pumpkin and carp, absolutely do not cook and eat them together. And now, for number 1, the ultimate enemy in pumpkin's list of forbidden pairings. Almost every household might be making this mistake, especially if you have family members with blood sugar problems. You must listen up carefully. The number 1 enemy is sweet potato. Pumpkin and sweet potato porridge, pumpkin and sweet potato puree. These sound super healthy, right? Many people think these are both whole foods and are good for the body. But I must tell you a harsh truth. For many people, especially those with diabetes or high blood sugar, pumpkin plus sweet potato is a blood sugar bomb. Why do I say that? The problem is in their composition. Both pumpkin and sweet potato, although we treat them as vegetables or grains, are essentially high-starch, high-carbohydrate foods. If you eat just one of them in moderation, your body can still handle it. But once you combine them and eat a large amount, it's a completely different story. It's like you planned to eat only one bowl of rice, but you ended up eating 2, or even 3 bowls at once. A large amount of starch and sugar floods your bloodstream at the same time. Your pancreas system will be instantly overloaded, and your blood sugar will shoot up like a roller coaster. The impact on your blood vessels is huge. For a healthy person, eating like this long-term increases the risk of obesity and developing diabetes. For friends who already have diabetes, a bowl of pumpkin and sweet potato porridge is no different from drinking a bowl of sugar water. So please, you must tell your family and friends around you, stop eating pumpkin and sweet potato together. This seemingly healthy combination actually hides a huge health crisis. Okay, after talking about the 5 enemies, don't be scared, law. Pumpkin itself is a good thing. If you use the right method, the health benefits can be multiplied by 10. Next, I will reveal pumpkin's 4 golden partners to help you get the best effects from this good food. Pumpkin's first golden partner is red dates. Cooking pumpkin and red dates together in a soup or porridge is a match made in heaven. Why? Pumpkin boosts your energy and builds a good foundation for your body, while red dates are famous for nourishing the blood and calming the mind. When they combine, One is responsible for pumping air into your body, and the other is responsible for adding color to your complexion. If you eat this regularly, you'll find that your face becomes rosy and glowing, full and healthy like a ripe apple. Your whole spirit and energy will be completely different. The second golden partner, especially suitable for our hot and humid weather, is lily bulb. Our weather can make many people feel heaty and prone to coughing or a dry throat. Lily bulb is an excellent remedy for nourishing the lungs and stopping coughs. It moisturizes our respiratory system. Pumpkin, on the other hand, strengthens the spleen and stomach, improving our body's ability to process nutrients. Together, it's like giving your dry lungs a much-needed rain shower while also reinforcing your body's logistics base, the spleen and stomach. You'll feel comfortable from the inside out, perfectly balanced. The third golden partner is a lifesaver for people living in a humid environment like Singapore. It's Job's tears. Many of us often feel heavy, lethargic, and have swollen legs. This is very likely due to too much dampness in the body. Job's tears is a well-known master of removing dampness. It helps the body drain excess water. When it's combined with the energy-boosting pumpkin, it's like you installed a powerful dehumidifier in your body and, at the same time, fully charge its battery. Once all the sticky dampness is cleared out, you will naturally feel refreshed and light. A small tip: when cooking porridge, soak the Job's tears for 2 hours beforehand, so it's easier to cook until soft and the effect is better. The last golden partner I want to introduce is a power combo that can greatly boost our immune system. Chicken. Chicken provides us with high-quality protein, which is the basic building block for repairing and regenerating our body's cells. And pumpkin is rich in powerful antioxidants like beta-carotene and vitamins C and E. How clever is this pairing? You can imagine it like this: the protein in chicken is like hard-working construction workers, responsible for building and repairing every part of our body, making our muscles strong and our organs healthy. The antioxidants in pumpkin are like an elite team of bodyguards, patrolling inside and outside our body, ready to eliminate any invading viruses and bacteria and defend against external harm. When the construction workers and bodyguards work together, your Great Wall of Health, your immune system, will naturally be as solid as a fortress. Finally, and this is the most critical point I must repeat: there is no such thing as a perfect food. No matter how good something is, it's not suitable for everyone, or rather, not everyone can eat it freely. If you happen to be one of the following 4 types of people, you must pump the brakes when you eat pumpkin. Be very, very careful. First, friends with diabetes or high blood sugar. I repeat again, it's not that you cannot eat pumpkin at all, but you must eat it smartly. The core principle is, treat pumpkin as a staple food, like rice or noodles, not as a vegetable. If you eat 150 g of pumpkin today, you must reduce your rice or noodles portion by about 1 bowl. You absolutely cannot eat your normal meal and then have an extra big plate of pumpkin. That's equivalent to eating extra sugar. Be especially wary of pumpkin powders or drinks sold in the market that have added sugar for better taste. Those are a disaster for your blood sugar. It's recommended to limit your daily intake to between 100 g and 150 g, and it's best not to eat a large amount for breakfast when blood sugar levels can easily fluctuate. The second group that needs to be careful are friends with poor digestive function, who get bloated easily. The dietary fiber in pumpkin is a good thing, but it's a double-edged sword. For people with a healthy stomach, it promotes bowel movement. But for those whose stomach is weaker, too much fiber increases the digestive burden, leading to bloating and discomfort. So, for this group, first, the portion must be small, maybe 50 g to 100 g a day. Second, the cooking method is very important. You must cook the pumpkin until it's very, very soft. Making it into a puree or a creamy soup is a good choice to minimize the burden on your stomach. Third, people with an allergic constitution. Although being allergic to pumpkin is very rare, it does exist. Some people might experience itchy skin, red rashes, or even difficulty breathing after eating pumpkin. This is an immune system reaction. So, if it's your first time eating pumpkin, or if you are someone who gets allergies easily, it's best to try a small amount first and see if your body has any adverse reactions. If you experience any allergic symptoms, stop eating it immediately and see a doctor. Lastly, this group needs to be extremely careful, friends with poor kidney function. We mentioned earlier that one of pumpkin's big advantages is being high in potassium, which is good for the heart of a normal person. But for patients with kidney problems, their body's ability to excrete potassium is reduced. High potassium foods then become a deadly poison. Once the potassium level in the blood gets too high, it can cause severe hyperkalemia, which may lead to irregular heartbeat or even cardiac arrest. It's very dangerous. So, kidney patients must strictly follow their doctor's advice when eating pumpkin. Generally, the daily intake should be strictly limited to 50 g to 80 g. Here's a practical tip. Before cooking, you can cut the pumpkin into small pieces and blanch it in boiling water for a few minutes. This process helps to remove some of the potassium, making it relatively safer to eat. Let's do a quick recap of today's key points. Pumpkin is a good thing, full of nutrients, but you must remember to avoid its 5 enemies: sweet potato, mutton, carp fish, egg yolk, and vinegar. They might reduce its nutritional value or even harm your body. You should pair it more with its 4 golden partners: red dates, lily bulb, Job's tears, and chicken, to multiply its health benefits. Most importantly, friends with diabetes, poor digestion, allergies, and kidney problems must remember the precautions I mentioned. Eat smartly and in moderation, according to your own body's condition. True health is never about believing in one single superfood or blindly following trends. True health wisdom is hidden in these simple words: combination, moderation, and suitability. Knowing how to eat wisely is the greatest responsibility we have for our own health and our family's health. I hope today's sharing can help everyone enjoy this humble and delicious food, the pumpkin, in a more scientific and healthy way from now on. Let's all strive to be smart eaters together. If this video has cleared up your long-held doubts or taught you some critical life-saving knowledge, please share it immediately with your family and friends in your WhatsApp group chat. Your small act of sharing might just help them avoid a potential health crisis. Wishing everyone can eat well, stay healthy, and live a long and happy life.